everyone, it's Anna, and today I'm going to be here to disprove the butterfly effect. Now, there was a South Korean case that I was actually researching. I'm going to put it up here, but it was a case I was researching, and it was actually a very interesting case. So it's called the Seongsu Bridge collapse, and it was interesting, obviously, because the outcome was really tragic, but there was a part that actually stuck out during the case for me. So there were two high school students. There was one in her senior year and one in her junior year. So the girl in her junior year, she got out of her house like any normal high school student would, and she took the public transit. She was there, she was waiting, and she got on the bus. And, she rode the bus, and, she was probably really happy that she didn't miss her bus like any normal high school student. But then, as the bus, was going, it was on the bridge, and little did that girl know that was going to be her last day on this earth. But then there was another girl. She was the year older. She was in her senior year. And she happens to miss that same bus that she was supposed to take. She missed it by 5 minutes. Actually, while she was running to her bus stop, she saw that exact same bus drive off. And she was probably really upset at herself, thinking, oh my goodness, like, I'm gonna be so late to school. This is horrible, this is terrible. But then, little did she know that her missing that bus was going to save her life. So it comes to question, what is the butterfly effect? Well, the butterfly effect is when something happens that leaves irreversible damage and that causes lifelong lasting pain. That person is, there to dwell on that situation, wondering what could they have possibly done differently to prevent that situation from occurring. So, you're sitting there like, oh, maybe if I kept in this person for 5 extra minutes, maybe if I, woke them up a little bit later, maybe then they wouldn't have gotten in this accident, this at the third. And that is all really sad, but it comes to show, here's the thing when it comes to the butterfly effect. I personally don't believe in it. I think the butterfly effect is honestly a way for the enemy to cause you to feel guilty for a situation that they caused themselves. And here's the thing, people are so quick to blame God, God is this, he caused that all to happen, but the enemy is literally right there. He is a rebellious spirit. He literally causes all these evil things to happen, and he causes all these things to happen to you, but then people are so quick to blame God on it. And that is the tactic, that is the trick of the enemy. He wants you to think that God wants all these evil things to happen to you, because you already believe that within yourself. The enemy has essentially kind of won the mindset. He kind of won that tactic already, because now he's making you think that, God causes it to happen. So now you're sitting here getting all hateful and this. And here's the thing. Many Christians, even like people who aren't Christians, they spend so much time hanging on God when we really need to warp this energy back to the enemy. All this stuff that we're saying, all these ill things we're saying against God, we could be putting in that same effort into figuring out ways and reading our Bible and all this so we can take down the enemy. Because at the end of the day, whether you're Christian or not, this stuff is real. Because this is all spiritual. Whether you believe that, whether you believe it, you're Christian, you believe it, you don't believe it, at the end of the day, this is still going to be happening. Because, in order for that accident that even occurred, that took so much time and effort in the spiritual realm already. They were already planning for that girl's accident. They were planning, but one was saved and the other wasn't. And why? It's called divine intervention. Now, you might be thinking, oh, it could be luck. It could be divine intervention. I don't believe in that stuff. It's just luck. It's coincidence. But here's the thing. Luck, the difference between luck and divine intervention are two things. Number one, divine intervention is always consistent. Luck is inconsistent. Why do you think when somebody's going and gambling and doing these things, they're like, oh, my luck ran out, Because, when they're gambling money, maybe sometimes they win, sometimes they don't. Because luck is always inconsistent. And luck, the word luck is honestly just a worldly term for what it's really called, divine intervention, because we know the enemy loves to kill, steal, and destroy. So we know off the bat, by that happening, then, that we know that that's going to be a big deal. Because we know the enemy is he's always, he's not creative. He likes to steal things, take things, and he likes to just call it a different term. That's how the enemy operates. So nothing unique, nothing special. So I say all this to say, I don't really believe in the butterfly effect. I believe it's a way for enemy really just come and warp your mind into thinking that you're at fault. You're the reason that this certain instance has happened in your life, when in reality, he should be the one to get all the blame. But the enemy, unfortunately, I know we hate to say it, but he is a patient person, which is, the thing a lot of Christians and even non-Christians need to practice. He's patient. He will plan until he gets what he wants. And when that thing happens, it's to cause actual damage into your life. So at the end of the day, we need to be careful. We need to be mindful. And these things are literally real. Wow. They are real. So I say all this to say, please be mindful. And at the end of the day, stay tuned for more, because we got a lot to discuss about.